Testing, testing. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth. This is the beta. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode. I got some kind of echo thing going on right now. Hold on, give me a second. My stream settings have been mixed up, so I can hear myself. This is weird. I can still hear myself. Oh. I can still hear myself. Oh. Now, can you hear me? Test. Can I hear myself? Test. I don't want to hear myself. Now, okay. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear myself. Why? Can I hear myself? Test. I don't want to hear myself. Now, okay. Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear myself. Why? What did I do? Test. Nope. Yes, I can hear myself. Why? What did I do? Man, I go away for just a little bit and this is all jacked up when I come back. What did I do? Man, I go away for just a little bit and this is all jacked up when I come back. I'll be a face. I go away for just a little bit and this is all jacked up when I come back. I'll be a face. You can hear me? Yeah, I think, yeah, it's something with OBS making me hear myself. You can hear me? Yeah, I think, yeah, it's something with OBS making me hear myself. You can hear me? Yeah, I think, yeah, it's something with OBS making me hear myself. You can hear me? Yeah, I think, yeah, it's something with OBS. Testing. Does that do anything different? Desktop audio device 2. We disable that. Testing. Does that do anything different? Okay, so I got a desktop audio device default. Desktop audio device 2 disabled. Microphone or auxiliary audio set to default. I can still hear myself. 2 disabled. Microphone or auxiliary audio set to my default. Second mic may be turned on. That's a good idea. Let me check. Microphone or auxiliary audio set to my second mic may be turned on. That's a this is great stream. Okay, it says Bison Cam turned on. That's this is great stream. Okay, it says Bison Cam. Looks like my Bison Cam. That's the name brand of my camera, Bison Cam. It looks like it might be picking up sound. It's very confusing for me to hear myself like this. Of my camera, Bison Cam. It looks like it might be picking up sound. It's very confusing for me to hear myself like this. Of my camera, Bison Cam. It looks like it might be picking up sound. It's very confusing for me to hear myself like this. Not in my playback devices. That's what I don't get. Not in my playback devices. That's what I don't get. Not in my playback devices. That's what I don't get. I don't even know how I would look at this thing. I am curious to hear about your news though. Look at this thing. Resolution. I am curious to hear about your news though. Look at this thing. Can't see chat with what I'm doing right now. Resolution. I am curious to hear about your news though. Look at this thing. Can't see chat with what I'm doing. Audio. Resolution. I am curious to hear about your news though. Okay, so can't see chat with OBS is looking at desktop audio device default. That is my headset. Now, OBS is looking at only listening to the Turtle Beach. I should reinstall or check my antivirus. Now, OBS is looking at only listening to the Turtle Beach. I should reinstall or check my antivirus. It sounds like a hassle though. All that. It's probably something advanced. I should reinstall or check my antivirus. It sounds like a output. Ooh, let's try output. It's probably something advanced. Audio, output. Ooh, let's try output. It's probably something advanced. WTF, mate. Audio, output. Ooh, let's try output. It's probably something. WTF, mate. Audio, output. Ooh, let's try output. WTF, mate. I don't even know how this was set up before. I don't even know how this was set up before. Okay, let me just here. I'll show you what I'm. I don't even know how this was set up before. Why? I come back and it's all broke. Why? Here. I'll show you what I'm. Okay, so. Why? I come back and it's all broke. Why? Here. OBS giving me come back and it's all broke. Why? OBS. I can hear myself. Echo. I can hear myself echo on OBS. Help. There we go. I can hear myself through OBS. OBS Studio, outputting microphone. I've attached a video of the problem. Here's my video. Did you monitor your mic in the mixer? Open your mic, Windows audio devices. Mixer, that's a good idea. Can y'all hear me echo? Because this is kind of crazy sounding. Windows audio devices. Mixer, that's a good idea. Can y'all hear me echo? Because this is kind of crazy sounding. How about that? Continues to echo. I can still hear myself though. I don't know WTF. I don't even see the Bison cam microphone anywhere. Here, let's see. I'll touch it and see if I can hear anything. Rip channel? Oh, rip channel. Don't hate Wyvernfall. No, it's not the mixer. Did you listen to the mic and Windows, audio devices, and recording? Okay, so recording? So I got my microphone here. I'm saying listen to device question mark. Ooh, what if it's my HMDX neutron thing here? No. I don't have a microphone anywhere else. It's just this. Yeah, it's not echoing for you. Oh, OBS has a mixer. Ooh, audio monitoring. Let's check that out. They're saying, check the mixer. This is the mixer. Testing. Yeah, Bison Cam is muted. Oh. Oh no, I do hear myself. Damn. Thought I fixed it for a second. Filters. I don't have any audio filters. Advanced audio properties. Aha. Yeah, I'm looking at that and monitoring is off. I set the Bison Cam to 0. What's weird to me is as I'm talking and everything, I don't see the audio registering on OBS. That's why I was asking if you guys hear it. Yeah, okay, so you don't hear echoes. Test? You want to know what I did? Oh no! I'm a dummy. Okay, look, I'll show you what's happening. Yep, there it is. Oh my god. Okay, look at this. See if I can find out how. So this is what happens. This is the problem. This is the problem right here. Twitch. I don't think I'll give you any information by showing this. So I don't have this little video preview muted here. So now I can't hear myself because I'm not watching my stream. Wow. That was way harder than it needed to be for something so simple. It's always the first. It's the first, like, if you follow your troubleshooting procedures, It's always that first layer of troubleshooting that ends up being the rip. Okay, so that's done. Okay, we'll go back to episode 77 of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth beta. I'm gonna check this again because I was looking on the side to try to figure out what the hell. I'm very embarrassed. I'm sorry. This is what we would call cuz problems. You may check my channel and see there's a section called cuz moments. That was a cuz moment where me and my cousin, we have these moments where it's like only we would have this type of problem, and that's gonna go as a highlight. I'm gonna have that whole thing. That's what I get for taking a break. I've been off of the stream for a while. I'm just gonna play regular WoW because the beta appears to be down, so I'll find something to do in game, I guess. I was really looking to get into the beta because I just got my paladin up to item level 305 is the prerequisite for heroics. So I just got him heroic ready. I wanted to get into some of those because normals are no joke right now in beta. I don't know if it's just like the gear or what. This is Elude Stalwart. Elude Stalwart. He pox his cod in the Harvard Yard. Elude Stalwart. I'm thinking ally. There's no audio right now, so let me fix that. That's intentional because my game, I had to mute it for whatever reason. There we go. World of Warcraft. This is Legion though. It's not BFA. We're still gonna go back to BFA, but for now, play WoW Legion. I've been debating on whether or not I want to go Pally for the next expansion or something else. I'm thinking I have to have access to a tank. So our tank classes are Warrior, Paladin on the Alliance. I don't know if I have any other tank class on the ally side. I figured the Demon Hunter, I do have a Demon Hunter actually. So Warrior, Paladin, Demon Hunter. I don't have a Druid. I don't have a Death Knight, but those are easy enough to level up. But I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know what it's hard to commit to just like one class, but that's what I want to do. I want to just commit to one main on the ally side and one main on the horde side. So this next expansion, my alcoholism doesn't screw me over anymore. Now I wanted to do something with chat. I was noticing earlier it was overlaying on top of my head. I would rather have that. Probably, I want the intro above. Maybe I could put. Yeah. I want the chat to kind of fall behind my camera. So now, okay, the secret news. What's the secret news, Wyvern? What happened? I'm gonna hop in on my Druid because Druid tank has felt like my new hotness since I got my werebear. I think Druid tank. I'm double checking the stream just to make sure everything's okay. This is okay, and then like there's nothing bleeding out the edges. I want to check the position to make sure it's covering chat, but then I also want to raise my party bars. That was cool. Whoa, it gets brighter when I do that. Why is that? Something with the lighting? But yeah, I want to make sure that I'm not covering my party's health and everything when I'm in. You're getting into CSGO esports. Oh, nice. Are you any good at it? Because I've tried CSGO. It seems like it's kind of like WoW. It's like one of those games where it's easy to learn but really hard to master. But most first-person shooters types, and I think there's even third-person in CSGO if I'm not mistaken. Most of those like gunfighting type battle matches type things are all about learning the map and learning where stuff spawns or even where players spawn. And then understanding how far to push the front, because if you push too far into where they're spawning, then you quit bottlenecking them. But yeah, that's interesting, man. CSGO esports. If you stream any of that or make any videos, let me know because I want to check that out. I almost got into CSGO myself. I heard you can make some real bucks actually playing that game. And with the esports, that stuff's going to start blowing up here real soon. They're kind of trying to do more of a push for esports in World of Warcraft as well, with all the Mythic Invitationals. You said you haven't gotten the game yet, but you'll go pro through your 7-hour briefing, then reach rank evil, or rank eagle rather. A 7-hour briefing? What is that? Excuse me, I'm burping. CSGO though, that's on Steam, isn't it? I've not ever played that one. The most I've done was what's it called? Modern Warfare and Black Ops and Battlefield. Most recently, Battlefield. You can no scope jets with pistols in BF3 and Battlefield 3. I don't know which one I played, but recently I played one at my brother's house, and that one was really cool. I want to say it was 3, maybe it was 4 though. But in that one, there's like these really tall buildings, like skyscrapers, and you could sit at the top of a skyscraper and snipe people out. It's pretty cool. And what's cool too is like, if you shoot the structural support of those skyscrapers in this Battlefield version, you can actually make the entire skyscraper fall to the ground. And that's crazy. Because that like changes the map a little bit too. Of course, trying to get to the points where you do shoot it out, you're kind of drawing attention to yourself the whole time while you're blasting it. Oh, we got a fell-spotted egg here. We got something. Oh, we got one already. A fell-afflicted skyfin, the companion. Okay, I'll get another one of those, I guess. Don't laugh at me, dwarf man. What was I doing on Epicpro? Even the mouse feels weird right now. It's been a while since I played. My bags are messy. Throw some grenades around people. You join okay, you say you'll join a team after that. Briefing is a playlist that you found. Oh, okay. You're talking about like a music playlist, or is that what you call the matches playlist? I'm not following that part. That's cool though. Does it automatically match you with the team, or is that something like you coordinate afterwards after you get like a certain rank? Okay, we got invasion points. I could go do invasion points. I kind of want to do something fun. Maybe some mythics, I guess. I don't know. I need to get reacclimated here because I haven't played in a while. The game feels a little bit laggy for me right now too. The stream should be a little better this time though, or now. Aside from my graphics being kind of whack on my computer, the internet, my latency is going to be a lot better because I've recently upgraded that. Yeah, my mouse is jumping. I don't like that. It's not just moving smooth. My frames are 30. Now they're 40. Oh, but that turned on shadows. Alright, give me a minute. I'm going to set these up. No shadows. I jump up to 50. Outline mode. I'm just going to disable that. Lighting quality, I don't really care. Depth effects, disable. What else? Leave SSAO. Particle density. I'd rather have better particle density. Projected textures, view distance, all that stuff. So we're pinging between 50 and 60 FPS now. That should be better. I normally like to restart WoW after I do that too. Maybe I'll restart WoW in a second. See how that is. Okay, so those are all under me. I'm going to them invasion points. Invasion points are a good warm-up to get me reacquainted with my druid here. Also, I want to make sure that I have all my font settings. There we go. Yep, this is my druid, Epicpro. I've had him since Wrath of the Lich King. I leveled him up in Wrath because, well, no, I think I leveled him up in Cataclysm, actually. He was an alchemist. Did I have him in BC? I'm remembering going Elixir Master in BC, but I think that's only because, I went back later to go get it. But I'm pretty sure he's a Cata baby. He was from Cataclysm. A frozen path through time. So looks like we're Northern Timewalking. That's a pretty good idea. Maybe we'll get into some Timewalking. I really like Wrath of the Lich King dungeons. Do I have enough gold? 1,000 gold, sure. Afford this. Alright, we got our Seals of Broken Fate. Let's hop into... I've been kind of curious about Kitty. I think I'd rather be tank though. But we can run Timewalking like whenever we please. I think I might do an invasion point first, then hop into a Timewalking. Or I could just dive into Timewalking, either way. I don't want to be in Dalaran though, because whenever I'm coming out of the dungeon, that loading screen's going to be pretty long. Kind of like this one is. Yeah, I'm going to hop into that though. Timewalking dungeons. I am curious why that thing was down though. Oh, there's some quests up here. Turn-ins actually. Man, it's been a while since I played WoW. I'm even like loading resources on the Vindicar, it seems. This is the Werebear. I actually do need to get the alternate versions of Werebear, come to think of it. I wonder what those are. Got 900 pristine Argonite, so we can upgrade something. Yeah, let's just do a Timewalking dungeon, because I'm kind of rusty on the process of all this. If I go heals, then I'll get a satchel, which will give me more time warp badges. I do enjoy healing. Let's queue as a tank. Tank should be just as quick, right? 2-minute queue as a tank? Ridiculous. Inconceivable. 9:15, 9:45, 9:20. If I replaced one of these, the 9:15 would probably have to go. But 9:10 is all you can guarantee when you're buying Argonite gear, and I'm pretty much 9:10'd out. Maybe I can hope for better stats on the bracers. I actually don't know what my main stats are though. Let's get our pawn values, make sure all this stuff is still all the same. Ask Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot. Okay, so adaptive raid boss. I don't know if I want mythic 16 to 20. Raid boss and mythic. Aggressive. Always go for damage over toughness unless you're squishy. Smoothly transition damage gear as your toughness increases. Start mixing in damage only when you feel rock solid. I think we'll stay aggressive. There it is. Can you guys hear? No, you can't. I didn't realize you couldn't hear WoW. I'm sitting here changing all this stuff and made it to where y'all couldn't hear anything. How about now? Can you hear WoW now? Oh man. Test. Okay, no. Yeah, I messed something up before. Can't even hear any of what's going on in the game right now. Sound is coming from default. Let me check the audio mixer here. Volume mixer, World of Warcraft. It's up there. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to hear it. May have to restart the game. Looks like this is pretty easy peasy so far. And then I said I was gonna move my bars, but I gotta wait till I'm out of combat to do that. So give me a second on that. I want you to be able to see my party bars. Or at least the other party members' bars. PC toggle, let's up. Right there. How's that? Is that better? Can you see those? It's weird being able to use moves off of the global cooldown too. I got used to the other way already, I think. Probably watch out for the spinning stuff. These Ymir Jar sky collars, they throw out these, I guess it's a pole arm. Kinda like the DKs do. Got some kind of stuff on me. Glacial strike. That shit's hurting me. It's hurting me. Don't die. Don't die. Ah, what is this? Do I have to get max topped off? That shit was weird. It was staying on me. Are we all here? Are we ready? Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. He's like tiny creatures under feet. Ragaga, ragaga. I wish you could hear the volume. Let's get some stacks off of ourselves. I can't believe those skellies stayed alive so long. Usually they die pretty quick with all the initial AoE. Another shall take his place. Yeah, this is a travesty here, not being able to hear desktop audio. Why stream? Why do you do these? Wyvernfall says, welcome back. I had to do what felt like an hour of chores. No worries, man. Welcome back. Just trying to get through this time walking. It's kind of whack. Y'all can't hear anything. I wish the audio was still working. Yeah, man, I was doing my chores today too. Just got finished cutting the grass. It was humid out. There was like 90 or 80% humidity. Like within the first 5 minutes, my shirt was soaked all the way through. I'm spec'd for pulverize, but I'm not using it. Oh, okay, I see where it's at now. So pulverize is reliant on my thrash stacks, if I'm not mistaken. So the more thrash I can get up on a dude, the more I can pulverize. So we're gonna stack thrash. It's probably gonna be more useful on the boss. And then before I cap out my rage, I want to make sure that I'm mauling it off. It's a playlist as in 7 hours of videos. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So you're just gonna watch that playlist and get your rank up, huh? Wow, they just destroyed that dude. Yeah, he destroyed him. Damn, tried to interrupt her. Frostmourne? Doesn't it hunger? Yeah, and practice gaming for 21 hours a week, 7 hours of research a week. Dang, man. Sounds like you got yourself set up though. You got a plan. It's crazy to me too because like no matter how hard you go, there's somebody else out there going harder. And that's why that stuff's so hard because it's like super competitive. But yeah, I mean, good luck with that. Respect and props. I hope that you're able to get the team and everything figured out. All right. Why is the audio? I might have to restart the game for you guys to hear the audio. Or maybe even relaunch OBS. I know if I change the audio sources in WoW while it's up, I won't be able to hear the game at all. So maybe that's what the case is for you guys. As only your dad teaches, as only my dad and teachers know, I'm getting into pro esports. How do you think my mom and doctor would think of it? My teachers approve, my dad approves. I can't hear anything at all, not even the mic. I think your speaker's fried. Oh no. I'm seeing audio levels register on Discord. Oh man. Might just have to restart the stream. May need to restart the stream then. Thank you. Thank you guys. See you later. They all seemed happy about that, Roan. You hear most stuff now? Oh, okay. I may need to restart WoW because the audio for WoW is not popping up. Here, I'm gonna hearth to actually just let me exit now. So you can hear my audio right now. Let me see if you hear this thing. Actually, I have system sounds turned down. How's that? Maybe that. Okay. Oh look, there's an update on the launcher here. Wyvern said ... What happened, man? I am curious though, like, can you hear me right now? You can hear me? Don't end stream? No, I'm not ending the stream. I'm just relaunching the game because the audio didn't register when the game launched because of how my settings and stuff were, I guess. Or maybe how I was finagling things while I was panicking because the settings weren't up. There's a patch, or the launcher did an update whenever I did that. See if BFA's up again. That was my original intention, so let's see if maybe we can get some BFA rolling. Ooh. Yeah, you can hear that one, can't you? I hear everything. Still no realms available though. Okay. We'll go back to the main one. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Maybe not enough people were doing time walking and they wanted their live game to feel like it was still alive. So they made it to where none of the beta players could play beta. Or maybe they're just getting ready for the weekend. I think most guilds raid on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now you can hear everything, right? We're good now, okay. Now we're gravy. Log us back in. So your mom and your doctor say no. Your doctor is the one I'm concerned with. But your dad says yes, and that's good. Like, I think I would tell my son too if he wanted to do something like that to go for it. But like, I'm curious to know like what your doctor's reasoning is. Does he think that you're going to be pushing yourself too hard, staying up too many hours, focused on a single thing like that, or is it like something else? Didn't hear the answer to the question though, because I heard everything but that. Yeah, I was trying to figure out like kind of what I was just saying, like what I mean, I could get what your mom's reasoning would be. Like, mom always wants to be protective, but as far as like your doctor's concerned, that's what I'm kind of like concerned with. They didn't say anything, not no. Oh, okay. You just haven't got their go ahead or their approval. I think if it's something that's important to you and it's something that like you feel like you could get a benefit from doing, like, I think you should go for it. Because there's never like, Nobody else is gonna live your life but you your whole life. And if you don't start making decisions for yourself confidently, then you know, like you get what I mean? Like you gotta take chances, because maybe there's something there for you. Like maybe there's something you need to learn, or some experience that you need to gain from that. So I would suggest, like, if it's something that you care about, that you're passionate about, then definitely go for it. Because there's a reason why you're drawn to it to begin with.
I've got your back, Archdruid.
Alright, so I'm heading out to do this invasion point. We're gonna go out here and do Singar before the 30 minutes is up. I've even forgot how to get to this place. Oh yeah, my FPS is feeling better too. Yeah, 60 to 75, that's good. We doing right now. Textures look a little meh, but I don't know. In fact, my mom will probably support it. Yeah, that's good then. Hell yeah. Then do it. You gotta, what was the Shia LaBeouf? Just do it. Just do it, man. But I'd love to follow your progress too, so if you could post updates or anything. I got my Discord link. I didn't realize it expired in the description. If you go down there and if you're not already, I think you are. I think you're on my Discord. But anybody else watching the video too, like, everyone's welcome to the Discord. Less, like, you know, less bad, then obviously you're gonna get banned or whatever. But I'd love to hear updates about your progress and your experience and stuff, because I've been kind of curious about that myself. And then esports in general, like as giving a perspective of what it's like to do esports and stuff like that, that could be valuable as well. Most people only see those guys go and perform, but they don't know like the lifestyle behind the scenes. So that could be valuable information for anybody else wanting to try. Let's just search a group for Singar. One up right now. Oh, they're on stage 1, so they must have just finished it. Yeah, people are leaving. They just started over. The UI's throwing me off a little bit too, because on BFA I have LVUI and all that, but it's a little different. Can't do that in combat. I really wish LVUI was customizable in combat.
Finish this fight.
I should be out of combat now. How am I still in combat? Dang. Also, is it possible to do college from an esport house? I would imagine so, but at the same time, like, if the house is more focused on the esport, that could be a little distracting, because you're not just playing video games. Like, you're essentially turning video games into a job, and like, you know, it's kind of like asking if you could do college in a gym. Like, I'm sure you could learn while you're in a gym, like listening to, you know, lectures or whatever like that. But that's not the focus of that place. So I wouldn't put my money on it, because in an esports house, I imagine too, like, there's gonna be a lot of other people, and whatever their focus is, like, especially if you're a team, like, you're gonna want to have that time outside of playing the game to bond and get to know each other, so you can have each other's back and everything. So, like, your downtime's just as much work as even, you know, whenever you're actively competing or trying to learn the game or your strategies. So I don't know. You'd be hard pressed to do both at the same time, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. It also depends on, like, I don't know how many credit hours you're pursuing during that semester and
Let me at 'em.
all kinds of other stuff. Because I mean, it could be that your workload's light enough to where you can kind of do both. Like if you have like a part-time kind of setup, including online. I know it's just better to have at least one fallback. To be honest, I'm focusing more on the esports and gaming and bonding. Yeah, I would too, because like you're gonna only be bringing like a part of yourself if you're not, and it's more important to be fully embodied whenever you're, especially like if you're trying to develop a bond with other people and stuff. You don't want to be the Debbie Downers like, oh, I'm just gonna go study, guys. Y'all have your pizza party and go out and, you know, socialize. I'm just gonna sit back. You're just about to graduate high school. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. But maybe you could take a gap year or something like that after you get out of high school. When you just did 12 grades of of schooling your whole life, you know. So maybe you should see what the world's like for a little bit. Do your what is it called when the Amish, they go on their pilgrimage to go see if they want to integrate with society or whatever. They have that period, like an exodus of some sort, and then they decide after that period like whether or not they want to go back to their previous lifestyle and stuff. And that stuff looks good too, like on a resume, believe it or not. Like you wouldn't think so, but like the team dynamic and the level of competition that you get into with that type of stuff can look good with just like, you know, being able to coordinate that type of stuff. I think that anything you do has its own merits and experiences that can translate well into other fields of study or professions. Because chances are you're going to pick up something that people that you work with one day wouldn't have. See, is that high enough? Want the bars? Yeah, that's high enough.
These fools should have run when they had the chance.
These fools!
Leave none standing.
Wyvern says, yeah, I know for summer I'll have a huge break, counting part-time jobs as a break. A massive one. Wait, so esports can actually do stuff in the resume? Yeah, your resume's whatever you want to put, man. But like, it's also tailored to how it's relevant to the job you're applying for. But like, chances are any job that you end up in is gonna have a leadership role, or even like some sort of a team dynamic. If you're never working by yourself, you're gonna have coworkers and a boss and different kind of objectives. Who the hell pulled this thing? Felon Raid Shambler? He's nuking everybody. But yeah, I mean, we would argue when we were in the military that being a raid leader is a testament to somebody's, you know, experience in leading. Because, I mean, back in the day, how hard was it to coordinate 25 to 40 players' lives and schedules to meet up and accomplish an objective that, I mean, oftentimes is not something that just your average player would have the experience to even encounter, like downing the biggest bosses in the game. I think esports and that level of competition could lead itself to a fast-paced, high-stress environment in any workplace. I mean, obviously you're not going to be like working construction or something after that and having that be a valid, but maybe even that, I don't know. You can't know what type of experience that is going to help you do better at anything that you do later on. Just have to try. Will a software development job even care if I won an esports tournament, for example? It could. I mean, if you're a software developer, I imagine you're sitting at a computer for extended periods of time. Like, there's a certain amount of endurance that goes into being able to do that. You can look at any streamer on Twitch or YouTube, and if they're streaming like 4 or 5 hours a day, then you have to live a lifestyle that allows that, and not just like, you know, financially or anything like that, but also like you know, your own health and maintenance and upkeep of your own like physical body. Like you can destroy your back, or you know, get blood clots, or like there's all kinds of shit that can go wrong with a body that's being stagnant. So you gotta find a way to ward off that stagnation, like with exercises and stretches and, you know, working out and stuff like that. BBQ Becky says barbecue. Throw me one on, BBQ Becky. I'll take a charred hamburger. Drop it in the coals for me so I can taste the carbon. How you doing, barbecue Becky? Welcome to the stream. We're doing invasion points, dabbling in a little time walking. Speaking of which, I think I'll do that now. This week is Wrath of the Lich King time walking, and tanks are in need, so that'll be good. We did pit a Saron earlier. We got 4 more to go. I wonder if we're gonna get any other type of end game Wrath dungeons, or if it's all just gonna be like Utgard Keep and stuff. I love this druid follower chick. She's like, I'm feeling stabby. Also, if I make it into an esport team but lose a whole tournament, would that ruin my financial future for good? No, no, no. You're too young for that, man. Like, I'm 30 and people tell me I'm still very young and have a ways to go and stuff like that when I try to get in my head beating myself up about things. But, yeah, no. It'll be experience. I mean, hopefully you don't like you're not on the esports team that goes out and like you know, vandalizes and like I don't know, like I don't know how rowdy those guys get, but no, I don't think that would be anything that'll work against you, unless you make like a lifelong enemy and he chases you down after that. Then you got to worry about that, because that's my only real fear about this. No, man, I don't think you have to worry about that as much.
What's she looking for?
I mean, I can't really imagine, as long as you're not signing contracts and stuff, that's where I would be careful. If you have to sign any kind of contract about anything that requires you to pay something for this esports business. But I imagine that it's been around long enough where like they probably already got a pretty good working system for any of that stuff. You're 17, about to turn 18, so this shouldn't be an issue, plus you'll be a good sport. Well, there you go. Like that should be all you need. What? Nexodin. Somebody in my guild's spamming chat. He said grats like 12 times. He's like, grats, grats, grats. And then he said, sorry, wrong macro. Caught my attention because I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, is this a troll guild? Am I gonna have to leave this? I like to clear this area of all these little snakes and stuff, so I don't have all the nameplates everywhere. I need to remember to pulverize so I can get my damage reduction from it. The BFA bear is a little different than this. I think they still do have pulverize though. I've been more focused on Kitty and BFA. They got this really cool kind of it's like a sprinting burstiness. Like I don't know how to describe it, but they feel very bursty. Let me start healing up a little bit for some of that mess away. Oh, please don't let me die. Please don't let me die. Poison Nova Ink. Ugh, that was rough. Heals is a little worried there, I think. Oh, our healer's offline. That's probably the issue. I died. I didn't know our healer was offline. I told him, wow, this healer sucks, laugh my ass off. We didn't have one the whole time. Wyvernfall says, the one other concern I have is due to my Asperger's. My dad will have guardianship when I'm 18. Will that get in the way of going pro? My dad's supportive of esports idea, though his main worry is if I even go pro. I'm not totally familiar with Asperger's, but I'm not sure how that would get in the way of your esports. I mean, it could be something that's, what would you call it? Not medicinal, but like, it could be something like therapeutic, depending on what Asperger's actually means. I know for me, like, I'm prior service military. I've been through a few deployments and a lot of mortar attacks and stuff like that. I've never actually went outside the wire or had to do anything like, you know, like combat-wise, like actual. I don't know. I guess mortars could be considered life-threatening. I was gonna say life-threatening, but I've developed PTSD over the years because of all that. And for me, whenever I'm playing WoW, this alleviates my depression. And it's kind of ironic because I used to have a whole team of guys that would play WoW when we were deployed with me. So in a way, it's kind of like giving me what was so good about all that. We had a lot of downtime, pulled 12-hour shifts and worked every single day of the week. We were like 12 on, 12 off, 12 on, 12 off for 15 months straight. So we needed to do something to fill that time, and a lot of us played World of Warcraft while we were deployed. And there's like a certain amount of camaraderie and problem solving and the whole teamwork aspect that I was telling you with like esports and stuff like that that ends up being really good. So like that would be ideal if that could be the case for you. It's high functioning autism. The reason why I'm worried is the guardianship agreement. So why would that worry you though? Would your dad have to be there the whole time? Does that like double your cost or something? Or is it because you're afraid that you're not in control, so you can't make like more decisions or more high level decisions about the tournament and stuff like that? Or I'm trying to guess like what would be the hurdle there. I mean, you've gotten your father's support, so I imagine that's all you would really need if he's your like guardian and all that stuff. Your dad would have to stay, yes, and transactions and moving unless revised. So the actual the financial part of having an extra person that you would have to support on the esports kind of budget. I mean, that could financially, you were talking about earlier, that could be something that sets you back, especially if you got to take out like loans in order to make the trip and everything. But I think you could keep it reasonable enough to where it shouldn't get too out of control. I mean, you may end up having like a $5,000 to $10,000 bill over your head that, like you said yourself, you could work. So like maybe you could work and pay that off over time. But yeah, man, I don't know. It's also all of what you're saying is so unique to anything that I've ever experienced. I don't know if I'd be the one to talk to about any of this, but I can give friendly advice still. It's mainly that it would be hard to get a flight out. Oh, okay. Is driving or a train out of the question then? I don't know if Uber goes that far, but I would think by now we would have other methods of transportation. Do the esports guys move around a whole lot? Oh, without him. Okay, so you would have to go by yourself. Yeah. I don't know how much your dad does to keep your day normal or anything like that. So yeah, that would be kind of scary, but I don't know if you should let that stop you. I think you should still make the attempt so you can know your limits and your boundaries. 'Cause you gotta push those limits and your boundaries in order to find out what you're capable of. Don't you stun me, buddy. I'm not gonna interrupt that one. Somebody get the next one. Nah, he transformed, I think. Here comes mine. 3, 2, 1. Ooh! Did I get it? I got it! Come on! Kill him! No, he got it! Not enough deeps. Damn. We were going for the lesser Robbie. His name's Moo Robbie, but there's an achievement called Lesser Robbie if you can stun every single one of those transformations. It's legally reversible though. You'll discuss this with your doctor. She's next. That's probably what you should do. Like, she'll probably be able to give you advice all in that arena. I was wondering too, like, with the esports tournament, is that multiple locations you would have to go to, and like where's the gaming house and all this, and like I don't know. This guy's staff looks cool. It's the Shalem Staff of the Mist. Is it Mog though? Is this an alternate appearance? Yeah, he's got it mogged, but I don't know to what. It's a cool looking staff though. Oh no, probably shouldn't have pulled two. Yeah, we're okay. A little worried there. Okie doke. Let's get this dungeon wrapped up. Arenas are in LA and Dallas. Gaming houses are in some spot around the arena. Some places are higher up in Berlin and Korea. You live in North Carolina, but the team apparently pays for that. Right, team sponsors and all that. That's actually really cool. So then it's just a matter of getting on the team. If I were you, I would. This is probably the best advice that I could give you. Worry about what your next step is. Don't try to have a plan from like beginning to end, because especially with something new like this, you're not gonna know like what your hurdles and your obstacles are gonna be. I would say if it's something you care about and it's something you want to do, what is your next thing? And I would say your doctor here sounds like your next step. So depending on what your doctor says, get her advice or her recommendation or whatever you need for her to sign off on it. Share that with your parents, keep them involved in the process and what you're doing and everything. Don't try to do anything shady or underhanded, but find out like what your next step is and just let that be your guiding light. So whatever your next thing is because everything's all chaos whenever it comes to things that you haven't ever experienced before or that you've never done. And you can plan and you can plan, well, there's a song, you can plan a pretty picnic but you can't predict the weather. So I would just do that. Just stick to whatever your next step is, and then after you do that, find out what the next step is and just walk it out one step at a time like that. You should focus on how to play and talk to my doctor most. Yeah. So, and that too, like your 7 hours that you're gonna do, like that's stuff that you can take care of right now, that you can do right now. So I would just do that. But then also like try to record or document it in some way. Keep a journal or do like short videos or something, and that way you can always refer back to it later and kind of like share that experience with other people. And also for your own purposes, like I don't know about you, but like most of what I do, like most of what I've learned, I learned by doing. Like I could sit there and beat my head against a book and writing papers and all this stuff and studying and researching, but I actually don't know how something works until I do it. At least in my case, that's how I learn. I'm more of a like hands-on type of guy. But what's really cool is like I know from my experience with like the YouTube stuff and my videos, like the quality of my videos and like the content on my channel, I didn't have anybody help me with that. I just kind of like messed with it on my own time, and over the past like year or so since I've been doing this, I've been just trying to do a little bit better and being able to watch the videos back and like understand where I'm messing up or where I'm going wrong is more valuable to me than, you know, any class or any advice that anybody could give me. If that makes any sense. A little distracted. But yeah, in some way try to document it too. Like, alright, Wyvernfall, take it easy, man. Appreciate you stopping by, and good luck with your esports. I hope everything works out for you, and I look forward to hearing back about it. But take it easy, man. Alright, so these bags. Oh, the bags are triggering me. I'm gonna have to hit the bank up or something. Looks like we got another rank on our weapon. I can go do that here. 71 right now. I don't really know what to use my pristine Argonite on. Maybe my other specs. I could do my other specs sockets. If I have anything below 910, that's what I'll buy. 910, 910, 915, 925, 900. So there's a life relic for the Scythe of Elude. That's balance. I don't know why I've even messed with balance. 905, 890. Okay, so a frost artifact. We can do that.
I am looking forward to our negotiation.
Or relic, I said artifact, my bad. Ooh. Maybe I should go resto before I, well, before I open it, I'll go resto. And yeah, okay. Go resto. We're looking for better than 890 Frost Relic. Do eat. I still feel very kind of juddery. It's weird. I think it's because I haven't streamed in a while. Streaming does take up some processing power and stuff. Feel it kind of chugging trying to keep up with this. Oh, and I don't think I've updated my graphics card in a while. So that gave us a 910 Frostworm Heart. Blessing of the World Tree increases healing done by healing touch and initial healing done by regrowth by 16%. I guess that's okay. Seems legit. Alright, moving on. I think with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's episode of Elude Stalwart playing World of Warcraft. Was supposed to be Battle for Azeroth, but it turned out it ended up being Legion because the Battle for Azeroth servers were down. But yeah, I think I'm okay now. I think it's been a while since I streamed, so I just wanted to get a video out to you guys. And I'm going to do some polishing in the background here. And hopefully tomorrow's stream is a little bit better. It goes off without a hitch and all that. And we'll see if we can get into some BFA gameplay tomorrow. So until next time, we'll see you guys later. Let's see what the druid says.
May our paths cross again.
May our paths cross again. Alright folks, see you later. Oh the video's up still. It's awkward. See you folks.